You hear this question all the time in the gaming world. Could you ditch Windows 11, jump over to Linux, and somehow unlock this secret level of performance for your PC? You know, the idea of getting smoother frame rates and a cleaner experience, it's really tempting.
But here's the thing. If you're hoping for a simple yes or no answer, well, you're not going to find it. The truth is, it's way more personal than that. It all depends on one huge factor: how you actually use your computer day in and day out.
And this is where we get to the heart of it. It's this fundamental trade-off, right? On one side, you've got the raw, optimized power of Linux. On the other, you have the just plain easy, universal convenience of Windows. And let's be honest, it's absolutely massive game library.
So to figure out which camp you fall into, let's walk through two very different scenarios, two types of PC users. I'm willing to bet one of these is going to sound a lot like you. Okay, first up, let's talk about case number one, the purist. For you, your PC has one job, and one job only: to play games. That's it. It's a dedicated gaming machine, and everything else is just noise.
Now, if you're a purist, on paper, Linux looks like the clear winner. I mean, it is just incredibly well optimized. It doesn't matter if your hardware is top of the line or a little on the weaker side, Linux just feels smoother. It really squeezes every last drop of performance out of your rig in a way that Windows, with all its bloat and background stuff, just can't.
But, and this is a big but, performance isn't the whole story, is it? The real world of gaming throws a wrench in the works. What happens when your friends suddenly all decide to play the hot new release and, oops, it's not supported on Linux? All that optimization doesn't mean much when you're stuck on the sidelines.
And this is where those little headaches start to pile up. Take something like modding your games. Applying custom patches, say, a popular language pack, is usually doable on Linux, but it's almost always going to be a bit clunkier. It's going to take more effort than the simple click and install you're probably used to on Windows.
All right, now for our second, and honestly probably the much more common scenario, the all-rounder. Your PC is your Swiss Army knife. Yep, it's for gaming, but it's also for your work, for your homework, for your entire digital life.
And this is exactly where Windows, for all its faults, really starts to shine. Look, we've all been there. A random Photoshop crash, some weird error message. We know Windows can be a bit of a hot mess sometimes. But the one thing it has going for it, its killer feature, is pure, simple convenience. Because if you're an all-arounder trying to make Linux your daily driver, you're gonna hit roadblocks, and you're gonna hit them fast. Maybe that one critical piece of software for your job just doesn't run on it. And sure, you can find an alternative. But what happens when your team sends you a file from their Windows program, and you just can't open it? Your entire project grinds to a halt.
So this brings up a huge question, right? It's really the core of this whole thing. If Linux is technically so much better in terms of raw performance, why does pretty much everyone still use Windows as their main OS?
The best way I've heard this explained is with a brilliant little analogy. Think of it like this. Windows is the WinRAR of operating systems. Let me break that down for you. Okay, think about it. We all know that modern Windows can open zip files right out of the box. You don't need another program. And yet, what do millions of people still do? They go and download and install WinRAR. Why? It's not because it's technically better anymore. It's because it's the standard. It's just what everyone knows and what everyone uses.
And that's the story with Windows. It doesn't dominate because it's the smartest or the fastest OS. It dominates because its user base is just so massive that it becomes the most convenient, most compatible choice. It's the network effect. When everyone else is using it, you almost have to use it too, just to make your life easier.
So you see, after all of that, there's no way I can give you a definitive answer. The only person who can really answer this question is you. The only way to really know for sure is to try it out for yourself. So instead of just wondering about it, here's a simple experiment you can run. Don't worry, you don't have to wipe your computer. You can dual boot, which basically means you install Linux right alongside Windows. Then, every time you turn on your PC, you can choose which one to load up. And for 1 week, just try to live in Linux. Play your games, do your work, and see what happens. And while you're doing this, just keep a simple count. How many times were you forced to stop what you were doing, reboot your entire machine, and switch back over to Windows just to get something done? That number, that is your personal, undeniable answer. Seriously, that frequency, how often you have to switch back, tells you the whole story. It cuts right through all the theory and all the debates and gives you a practical answer based on your life and your habits. So the only real question left is, how often will you need to switch?
Did you enjoy this video? Click like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.